So.
Afternoon, guys. We will start with the broadcast section. That's got no embargo, followed by an embargoed section. No live tweeting during the broadcast section, please. And for those in the broadcast section, please use the microphone provided. Rob.
Ange, afternoon. It's been a tricky run in terms of the injuries that have piled up for your team, results-wise as well. Just wonder what you've learnt about the character and the mentality of your group over the last few weeks, and also maybe the ability too of guys like Gio Lo Celso, who had been a periphery figure for quite a long time.
Yeah, look, it's fair to say, not by design, but you kind of test all these things through tough periods, and we've certainly been through one, and still in many respects going through it now. But I've been really pleased with the players' application, commitment to sort of what we're trying to do, and like I said, guys have got an opportunity to, which maybe they wouldn't have got otherwise, and performance level in the last 4 games has been pretty good. Probably Wolves aside in terms of the kind of football we want to play. Obviously the results haven't, so it's still an area we need to kind of improve. But like I said, with everything we've gone through, we've certainly, like you said, you discover things. And from my perspective, the main thing is that I've been pleased with, like I said, the application and the determination for the players to kind of keep going.
Cristian Romero comes back tomorrow from suspension. How much do you feel you've missed him? And have you had to have a chat about just the need maybe to try and curb the odd rush of blood that he gets?
Firstly, yeah, great to have him back because, I mean, he's the only, bizarrely, he's the only recognised centre-back we have fit at the moment because obviously Mickey van der Veen and Eric Dyer and Ashley Phillips, all first team are all sort of out. So just to have him as a sort of recognised centre-back back in the team is good, but he's also a fantastic player. He's a leader in the group. Obviously, when we lost Matters and him after the Chelsea game, a lot of that sort of fell on Sonny's shoulders. So from a leadership perspective, good to get him back. And no, look, I haven't had to have a sort of a word to him about it. He's, it's part of who he is as a player. He brings a physicality to it. He knows when he oversteps the mark that we all, not apart from him, the whole group pays a price, and it's up to him to sort of maintain the discipline that I know he can show. But more importantly, like I said, he's such a really strong presence on the field and during the week. So really happy to have him back.
James Maddison was speaking in an interview that came out yesterday, and he described his injury as a slow burner. Is January, do you think, a realistic target still, or might it be longer?
Yeah, I'm not sure about James's medical qualifications and whether we should go with his diagnosis on these kind of things. So I'll leave it to the medical team. As far as I know, it's going along okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Becky.
Hi, Ange. You played West Ham in pre-season. I appreciate it was probably one of the first games that you were in charge of. Can you take anything from that game to prepare for this, or was it simply too long ago in a different space?
A lifetime ago, yeah. No, I don't think so. But, obviously, we've been following him and we scout him like every other team. And, you kind of know particularly with David, he's been a presence in this Premier League for such a long time because he always presents teams that are very, very competitive. So you're going to have to be at your best if you want to get something out of a game against any of sort of David's teams. And, they've got some real quality and threats in their side. It's a bit different from pre-season for us, and for them was a totally different sort of backdrop to what we were doing. So, like I said, we're going to have to play at our best levels tomorrow to get something out of the game, and that's a challenge for us, and we'll be ready for it.
And you said you've been pleased with the application of your players during this period of injury. After getting a draw against Man City, do you notice that there's an upturn in attitude in terms of just a spring in the step, or is it fairly consistent with the team, whether you're, with the results, whether they win or lose?
No. I mean, you look, they're human beings. They feel, we weren't happy with the 3 losses, and that it does affect players. Not, I guess, their confidence, but just their general demeanour, because with every loss you kind of get a little bit more sort of focused on the results. We're not overjoyed at getting a draw, so it's not about that. It's more about, I guess, the manner in which we went about it that's given them a little bit, more belief in what we're trying to do, because in the second half I thought we showed some real resilience in terms of sticking to the kind of team we want to be, to try and get something from a game. It's always going to be difficult anyway. So I think the sort of the upturn in any sort of feelings they have is coming more from that than the result. But we just try and stay consistent in our approach, that the end game for us is to play the game a certain way, and we've just got to keep focusing on hitting those levels.
Thanks, Ange.
Thank you.
If you could pass it down to Charlie.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, yeah.